Today, we're diving into a lesser-known chapter of history, the Spanish conquest of the Canary Islands. This fascinating story isn't just about exploration, it's about the clash of cultures, the fate of the native Guanche people, and the beginning of European expansion into the Atlantic. So let's set sail into the past and uncover the secrets of the Canary Islands. The Canary Islands, located off the northwest coast of Africa, are a group of 7 main islands that were known to the ancients as the Fortunate Isles. Before the arrival of the Europeans, these islands were inhabited by the Guanches, a mysterious people whose origins are believed to be North African. Interest in the Canary Islands grew during the late Middle Ages as European mariners ventured further into the Atlantic. The islands were seen not only as essential pit stops for voyages to the New World, but also as strategic possessions that could enhance the maritime power of the controlling state. The conquest began in earnest in 1402, led by French explorer Jean de Betancourt under the auspices of the Kingdom of Castile. Betancourt set out from Spain with a modest fleet, landing on the island of Lanzarote. The Guanches, unfamiliar with European warfare tactics and technologies, found themselves at a disadvantage. Betancourt, employing a combination of diplomacy and force, managed to bring Lanzarote under his control relatively peacefully. He then established a base and continued his campaign onto other islands. However, not all conquests were peaceful. In some places, the Guanches resisted fiercely. The Catholic Church played a significant role in the conquest. Missionaries accompanied the conquerors, aiming to convert the indigenous populations. The Church's influence was a tool of soft power, which often preceded or accompanied military action, easing the integration of conquered territories into European society. Over the next few decades, the conquest pushed onward. Each island presented its own challenges. For instance, the island of Gran Canaria held out with prolonged resistance for nearly 5 decades. The rugged terrain and guerrilla tactics of the Guanches made direct confrontation difficult and costly for the Spanish. The last of the islands, Tenerife and La Palma, fell in the late 15th century. The final campaigns were brutal, marked by battles such as the Battle of Aguirre and the Battle of Acentejo. By 1496, the entire archipelago was under Spanish control, marking the end of native Guanche rule. The consequences for the Guanche people were devastating. Through warfare, enslavement and diseases brought by Europeans, their numbers dwindled rapidly. Their culture, language and traditions were largely lost, leaving only fragments in the archaeological and historical record.